Mexico for me is a sister to South Africa, and we share similar histories of being colonized. So our experience has been your experience. Maybe you're too young to have experienced that, but it's your history. You should know about it. And I think it's that suffering that brings us close, because when we were under apartheid, Mexico stood tall and said yes to sanctions against South Africa. And you will recall that when Nelson Mandela was released in 1990, February 11, in 1991, he visited Mexico. It's amongst the first countries that he came to say thank you, because he went around the world thanking countries who actually played a role in us getting our democracy. And we have always been similar in many ways. Mexicans don't like war. We don't like war. Mexicans like human rights. We also stand up for human rights. You saw that we went to the ICJ for Palestine, and Mexico supported. You saw that Mexico last year supported South Africa with the G20, attended the G20. We had a very good G20. So as far as those relations are, we have very good relations with Mexico. Our relations are actually at a ministerial level, which for diplomats, it means it's at a very high level, where our ministers would meet and talk world talk. So we are at a very good level as far as our relationships are with Mexico.
Okay.
And of course, you know that Mexico has got 4 busts of Nelson Mandela. Yeah. So those are the things that we share and cherish, and our similarities. In South Africa during the struggle years, football was like the sport. It was mainly a Black and an African sport. During those years, sports like rugby and cricket were predominantly white sports. But since democracy, we have come together. Mm-hmm. We have grown our sport. We, as you know, have won the World Rugby 4 times in a row. Football, we won the African Cup of Nations, I think in 1996. And you know the famous movie Invictus?
Yes.
I think everybody loves Invictus. It was a beautiful movie. And so Mandela also promoted sport. He was not a footballer, he was a boxer, but he promoted sport very well. And I think during democracy, as we went into democracy, we also learned that sports unites. Mm-hmm. Sports is important because through sport, you can achieve so much. Mm-hmm. And we also saw this happen in 2010. Yes, I was ambassador in Norway. We had our own fan park. We had our own enjoyment because I think, like Mexico, for us, football is celebration. It's party time. So we partied in Norway. We had our vuvuzelas making a noise. We celebrate sport. We enjoy sport. We eat when there's sport. We drink when there's sport. We really enjoy. We party. So we showcase our culture when we have sport. So yes, that's what we did in 2010.
Amazing.
Besides the vuvuzelas, I think it's the unity, the coming together, the experience. Even for the normal South Africans, it was a wonderful experience. And a lot of South Africans were allowed to open their homes, to host people, to have sort of bed and breakfast where they could do that. So they could open their homes. They could also make a little bit of money. And we benefited some infrastructure, roads improved, some rail and buses, and stadiums. We have beautiful stadium now. We don't use all of them, but they're beautiful. We didn't have them. I mean, they were old and rugged before then. Unlike you, we haven't been there all the time. At least you've been there consistently. So, but we tried. And I think we did very well. And the world saw a different South Africa, where it was important is that the world started to look at us differently. And I think we have managed to be on the world stage. We speak our mind. We speak about human rights. We are not shy. And we are not shy to stand up and say who we are. And I think this is what's important for any country, is you need to have a stand. People need to know what you stand for and why. I think I can easily say you will be spoiled for choice. It will depend what you like.
Okay.
Traditionally, Wabwati used to be, it is not it used to be, it was traditionally an Afrikaner dish. But we have so many dishes that you'd be spoiled for choice, and it would depend where you are.
Okay.
In Johannesburg, for example, very multicultural. You can get anything. If you want tilapia fish, you can go anywhere. If you want pork, you can have the feet
The
of
feet
the
of the
pork
pork. Okay.
made very nicely.
Okay.
So it depends what you want. If you want, you have what do you call the lamb under the ground?
Barbacoa.
But we don't have barbacoa as such. We would have it as a barbecue. We would have the lamb chops on the open fire with a sausage, which we call wors, boerewors, a spicy, very spicy sausage. We would have that with pap, which is like polenta,
Okay.
with something called chakalak, which is a tomato with the carrot and onion and chili. So where you go, if you're in Johannesburg, you eat different from what they eat in Devon.
Of course.
In Devon, they will have what they call bunny chow, which is your quarter bread, and they put curry inside.
Okay.
So that would be nice too. So it depends where you are,
Okay.
what you want to eat. If you go to the township, you can have ting, which is a sour polenta. Very nice too. So if you go, for example, to a wedding or a funeral, you find all types of food. Because we also, even at funerals and weddings, we eat. We like Mexicans, we like food, we like sitting together, we eat together. You can find us eating out of one bowl.
Okay.
That is how we share. We share food. Yeah.